YouTube family, what is up? Hope you guys had a great weekend. So in this video, we're gonna do the Monday Q&A. So any question you got regarding wholesaling real estates or maybe entrepreneurship, I want to do something on like any question that you got. Maybe entrepreneur, business, starting up your business, your real estate, your wholesaling real estate, your buy and hold, anything I can help you. Comment in with your phone number, and then maybe I'll bring you on a call and be able to help you out. I want to do something like kind of like Dave Ramsey is doing, but maybe on the entrepreneur side, right? A lot of things that Dave Ramsey is doing, teaching, obviously, basically people have to save and then get, for retirement kind of thing. I'm more like on the entrepreneurship side. So Monday Q&A. But before we get into that, I'm going to share with you a $30,000 lesson, or I shouldn't say lesson. I paid $30,000 to learn this one tax hack that I'm going to share with you completely for free. So for those of you who don't know, I paid $30,000 to go to this real estate mastermind, basically just to network and learn from other bigger player in the game, right? Because if you're the biggest fish in this tank, I'm telling you, my friend, you're in the wrong tank. You need to be in a different tank. You need to start surrounding yourself with people that are obviously smarter than you, all right, are doing bigger things than you, right? So that way you can learn from them, because it's hard to go with people that are where you're at and they've never been there. Make sense? So it's always best to grow your network, because your network is your net worth. So let me share this one tax hack that I learned with you. And I think after I share this with you, it's going to freaking blow your mind away, because I have never heard it. Dude, I've been in the real estate game for over 12 years. I've never heard anybody said it like this guy. So his name is Al. This guy's worth over $100 million. $100 million. And in the next 5 to 10 years, he's going to become the next billionaire. All right. And I got to be in the mastermind with these kind of power player. But very super humble guy, very down to earth. It's always the quiet one, man. It's always the quiet one. The quiet one that is the most dangerous. Wait, can you guys hear me? Oh, shoot, I got to plug in. I'm sorry. I'm screaming over here because I forgot to plug in my audio. Okay, so audio is plugged in. How's the audio? Okay, let's make sure that the mic is good and everything is good. This is good? I know we kind of see a lot of I'm trying to get rid of this, but it's hard with these whiteboard. But I want to make sure the audio is good. Can someone comment in the chat? Let me know the audio is good. The video is good. Everybody, okay. So this is what he shared with me, all right? Even Uncle G doesn't even say this. I don't even know if Uncle G do this. So what it is he takes his active income, okay? Dude, this is going to blow you away. So he takes his active income. In this case, the guy does fix and flip, okay? He does fix and flip, and he does wholesaling. So he takes his active income, he takes his fix and flip and wholesaling money. So any active incomes that comes in, dude, this is powerful. That comes in, this alone is worth $30,000 that I pay for. So he took his fix and flip and he took his wholesaling income, any active income that comes in, all right, he's going to take that and he's going to go buy rental property. Now, a lot of you say, well, that's nothing new. We heard that, dude. But you're about to hear something you never heard before. Because if you don't take your active income and buy real estate, you would have to pay Uncle Sam 30 to 40%. If you're in California, man, dude, you're probably in the 50% tax bracket. So if you make $1 million, guess what? You have to pay Uncle Sam like what, 40 G's or 400,000, even $500,000. So you work like a dog and you pay half to Uncle Sam. All right. Now here's what he does. So he takes this, he goes buy his rental, because with rental property, right, you can depreciate the property over 27.5 years. So depending on how much rental you got, right, you can depreciate it over 27.5 years. And there's another method called accelerations bonus, which means you can actually depreciate that whole entire building. It's called cost segregation. I probably mispronounced it, but search it up. Cost segregation. Can someone type it in the chat? Because I probably misheard it. So now it's called, which means you can depreciate that property quicker. You can write off the entire building in its first year. So depending on how much active income you bring in, correct? Okay. Now watch this. Now here's where the magic is. Dude, this is crazy. Hold on a second. Let me take a zip. Okay. So hold on a second. Wait. If you haven't grabbed my book, this is like a little commercial. If you haven't grabbed my book, honestly, it's the only book that you need if you want to succeed in wholesaling, especially you want to do it virtually. And the thing with me is about doing it virtually is because you're not limited to your city or your states. You don't have to go out there, meet the seller, see the property to close a deal. Everything can be done over the phone. You can build a team completely virtual. It's exactly how I run my 7-figure wholesaling operations. 7 VAs run my whole entire team. I took 12 years of knowledge and experience. I share literally everything with you in this book. 43 pages long. You can literally finish within an hour because you know why? I cut out all the bullshit. I cut out all the BS. I gave you everything that you need, all right? Actionable step every single day that you can take. I share with you all the software, all the systems, all the tools, everything that I use in my 7-figure wholesaling operations. If you want to grab it, hold on a second. If you want to grab it, just go to WTM Book. Just go to WTMbook.com. Now, if you have Kindle, you can download it for free. Over 365-star review. And if you read the review, if you follow me on Instagram, there are people that actually purchased the book itself and closed his first deal and made $20,000. All I ask for is if you can just please take some time, drop me a review on Amazon. It truly means the world to me. I really want to be the best seller. And if you search up wholesaling real estate, dude, at the top of the page on Amazon is your boy King Khang. And I could have not done this without you guys' love, support. So I literally gave everything in the book, and hopefully it'll give you what you need to actually start your build, grow, scale, and automate your wholesaling operations. But there you go. Just go to WTMbook.com. All right. Now let's get back to this. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Now, this is something you probably never heard anybody said before. Like I said, I've been doing this for 12 years, never heard anybody say this. So, he takes his active income, he buys his rental, correct? And from his rental, you get what's called cash flow. We all know that, right? Cash flow, which is your rent income, right? So, after the mortgage and everything being paid, you have a little active or passive income, right? That you get paid every single month. But did you know that that passive income, you will still need to pay Uncle Sam 15 to 18% to Uncle Sam. So whatever you collect from your cash flow, you still need to pay Uncle Sam 15 to 18%. Okay. So what this guy does is now he takes his cash flow. So let's just say he goes buy another rental, right? He goes buy another rental using his active income to acquire these rental. What's crazy about this guy is he is one person, right? Obviously, he has a team, right? He doesn't have a big team. You guys think he has a big? No. Dude, this guy is all about net. Like what you take home. He's not about building big operations, but with low, what is it? He basically this guy is all about small but mighty, right? It's what you keep. So he doesn't go out there. He doesn't do the whole raising money and then acquire. Dude, he buy all of this and he owns all of them 100% overhead. That is correct, right? He owns these property, dude. This is what impressed me so much because Lon and I, this is our model. You know how people go out there and they will raise a bunch of money, right, from other people just to buy, but they have a very small percentage. Ah, man, all of a sudden I forgot what the word is, right? but they would raise a bunch of capital, but they would own like maybe 5% or 10% of maybe even 10 million, right? That's nothing. That's a lot of work. Well, this guy alone owns, dude, he worth over 100 million. He owns every single one of them 100%. This is freaking crazy. And that's why Lon and I, we don't have any partner equity. Like like Lon and I, we don't have any partner into our real estate, into any of our business. We own everything 100%. So my advice to you is that, you know, if you can go, I know when I say this, it might come off the wrong way to some of you. But for me, I'm just sharing with you what works for me and Lon and how we work, how we operate, and how we think. You do what you want to do. I'd rather go alone and go slow, but keep 100% instead of go fast and then have a bunch of partners, because, dude, partners are nightmares. You guys got to understand that. Dude, the more people, let's just say you have a pie, right? You have a pie. The more people you bring onto the pie, there's just a lot more opinion, a lot more people you have to talk to. And when you make a decision, you can't just make a decision and say, yep, this is what I'm going to do. Nobody can tell me what to do, what not to do. I don't need nobody's opinion. I don't need nobody's advice. I don't need nothing, right? But when you get a lot of people into this one pie, man, I just don't like partnership. Most partnership I see, dude, end up in a bad train wreck. It ruins family. It ruins friendship. It ruins a lot of shit, dude, when it comes to that money. So that's what I like about the guy. So now check this out. So he would take his cash flow. This is where it comes in. He would take his cash flow and he would put it into this new rental that he buy with his active income, and he would use his cash flow to rehab the property. And then what he does is once he rehab the property, he rent this property out. He goes to the bank and he do what's called cash out refi. And dude, any money that you pull out, any money that he pull out from that property, sometime, dude, he pull out hundreds of thousands, sometime even millions of dollars. And what's crazy is when you do a cash out refi, right, it's not considered as an earned income. It's considered as a debt. It's a loan. Dude, so you pay nothing to Uncle Sam. I always thought that you just live off the cash flow, right? But I was wrong. So the guy just took all his money, buy real estate, do a cash out refi. So he pulled millions of dollars. Dude, millions of dollars, like a year. Let's just say in a year, you pull $1 million out tax-free. For someone, for their business to actually net $1 million, you know how much they would have to make? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million. Sometimes could be 10 million. But this guy pulled out $1 million tax-free, and he owns these property, renters paying down his debt, and over the next 6-7 years, he do it again. So over the next 6 to 7 years, if you have a portfolio of $10 million combined, you can pull out right about $1 million in equity. And that money, you can live off for the next, 5, 10, depending on what kind of lifestyle you want to live. But all that money is tax-free because it's not considered earned income, but as a debt. Dude, when I heard that guy say that, so my property right now, so they don't really care. You know how all these people, when they buy property, honestly, you don't really care about the cash flow. Because let me explain to you this. You guys need to understand this. But before, okay, I got to slow down. Now, before you can actually do this and really build wealth, here's what you need to do first, though. Because I don't want you guys to miss the main point of this. Obviously, the whole tax-free, it's great. But this is what it really comes down to. Okay? So comment in the chat and let me know if that blew you away. Because when I heard him say that, dude, I was like, damn. And he admitted, he said, Khang, I haven't paid anything to Uncle Sam in like 3 to 4 years. This guy's a beast. Okay. Now, let me tell you everything that you need to understand this. You really, really need to understand this, okay? So, first off, everybody that owns a lot of real estate, they got rich first. Robert Kiyosaki, same shit. And to get rich, dude, you got to build a business. You're not going to get rich by working at a job. I need you to understand this. And some of you be like, well, you can be, you can be the COO or the vice president of Apple or Amazon. Like, are you? Do you think that you have a chance to be one of those guys? I would say majority, 99%, you ain't going to get rich by working at a job. Just so you guys know, just over broke, all right? They want to pay you just enough for you to come back and work again. So you need to understand, and you need to understand that everybody that got rich has a plan. Nobody got rich by accident, my friend. Nobody will wake up and go to a job, never had a plan, and then boom, all of a sudden they got rich. Nobody. Maybe they inherited a bunch of money, but still, dude, they're going to lose it like that. Everybody I know, man, every millionaire, every multimillionaire that I know has a plan. So the question is, what is your plan? So what I mean by plan is, what business do you want to start? What business do you want to build? What business do you want to spend the next 5 to 10 years building, my friend? Because you're not going to get rich, dude. You're not going to get rich by buying rental property first. This is the biggest mistake that all of you make. All of you. You know how many messages I get every single day? Khang, I got 20K. I got 100K. I'm working at a job. I'm not happy. What should I do with this? Should I put in stocks? All right. Should I put in crypto? Should I put in, buying rental property? All of these are wrong. No stock, no crypto, and no rental property. You don't buy rental first, man. Because this is what I call just baby money. If you have 20K, 30K, 50K, comment in the chat. Comment in the chat and let me know how much money you have sitting in your bank right now. How much money? Because if you go buy rental, dude, this is like a 15 to 20 year game plan. Because you're not going to start making $20,000, $50,000 from your rental in the next, I would say, 2 to 3 years. But you can certainly make this amount of money, dude, by starting a business, by building a business first. Who do you know that got rich at a job? I mean rich, makes millions of dollars every single year. Who do you know? I'm not saying somebody online, goofy. Dude, I'm talking about people that you actually know personally. I don't know anybody. Like, who do you know? Nobody. That's why you got to think, my friend. See, so many of us that go to school, they don't train us to think. Majority of people are just drifter, right? They just take whatever is put into their head. Graduated, go to college, get out, get a degree, go get a job, put your money in the 401k, retire at the time of you're 65. Who the hell want to like, dude, by the time you're 65, you just want to stay home. Majority of people don't have the energy to go out there, have fun, travel the world, see. Dude, it's too late. I want to retire. Dude, I want to enjoy life while I'm young. But it takes sacrifice. It takes you to become a thinker. You got to think, dude. That's why Napoleon Hill, when he wrote the book, he didn't say work hard and grow rich. He said, think, my friend. Think and grow rich. Because all the millions of dollars come from right here, my friend. Millions of dollars come from right here. Is think. Because you can take an idea, dude, one idea, execute on it, and that can make you millions of dollars. It's not working 2 to 3 jobs. It's not. You can work as hard as you want, man, but you ain't going to be free without becoming a thinker. Education. That's why, there's a quote said, formal education will only make you a living. Self-education is what will make you a fortune. And for those of you who follow me, you understand that I am a high school dropout. Dude, when it comes to book, I'm stupid. I can't read shit. I can't write shit. All right? But when it comes to the streets, dude, boy. You know how there's a song called Jennifer on the Block? Dude, King Kong on the Block, baby. I've been to so many blocks, dude. When it comes to the street, dude, come on, baby. So my whole thing is street smart will get you further in life in the real world than book smart. Guarantee. I see people that got a degree and, they try to go to college, and I see them work at a grocery. I was like, dude, how can this cat even make it in the real world? They're freaking slow. Like, dude, you couldn't even pack shit quick enough. I was like, dude, I looked at them like, who feel like this? When they come across someone, they'll be like, bro, like you're so pissed, like you can do it, you can do it so much faster, and you're just seeing them. I said, come on, man, shit, bro. You're not gonna make it out in the real world, my friend. In the world of business, you gotta be sharp, you gotta be quick, you gotta be fast. Dude, you gotta be a freaking beast to get it to the top. Now, I don't believe in stepping over other people to get to the top. I don't believe in that. All right? That I don't believe in. Okay? I believe in you can get to the top still being a nice, good person. Because all the money that you make, if you're scamming people out there, cheating, you try and get all these money and you make all of that, dude, you're not going to be able to sleep at night. How can you sleep at night with yourself? Number two is that what God gives you, he can literally take it away just like that. I was raised up, my family, my mom tells me that over and over and over and over again, that it ingrained within me. The only money that will ever stay with you is your blood, sweat, and tears, which is the money that you make from obviously doing the work, right, ethically, morally. It's the only money that will stay with you, my friend. Okay? Because I believe, dude, I believe 1,000% in karma. What goes around comes around. I've seen it happen in my life over and over and over and over again. When I was younger, I make so much bad decision that God would be like, bam. And I'll be like, oh, shit. Okay. I won't do it again, right? So, yeah. But anyways, that's the thing. Hope that makes sense. But building a business first. Everybody that I know got rich. So now you got to ask yourself, what business do you want to start? And a lot of you, man, you're sitting there contemplating, debating, you're procrastinating. Dude, figure out what it is that you want to spend the next 3 to 5 years mastering, doing, building a business out of. Don't think of it like 3 months, 6 months, a year. Because let me share this with you. Employee thinks in terms of months. Dude, this is going to freaking blow. Employee thinks in terms of months, which means they need to get paid this month, right? Oh, that's why they're so focused on that hourly pay. I need to get to pay this month so I can pay my bills, right? Millionaires thinks in terms of years, which means they're willing to sacrifice the whole entire year to build something and then reap the reward later. So they think in terms of years. So it's just longer thinking. You know what it is? Billionaires. Billionaires think in terms of decades. So if you can think in terms of decades, bro, shit. That's why it takes longer to build a castle than it is to build a chicken coop. But most people want to build a castle in a year. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't nothing great ever built over a year. Agree or disagree? Comment in the chat and let me know. Dude, I better put Instagram on this freaking live, man. Dude, this is freaking beast mode. All right, so I'm gonna get them over to like YouTube. So comment and let me know, what business are you willing to sacrifice the next 3 to 5 years of your life, man, building? What business? Okay, what business? That's the questions, okay? Once again, dude, focus on building a business first and until, so a lot of you ask me, so Khang, when is it the right time? Instagram family, head over to my YouTube. So majority of you ask me, so Khang, when is it the right time to buy rental property? Let me tell you when it's the right time. Until your business, dude, can make $20K a month. I'm talking about take-home money. Because I know a lot of you, until your business can make you $20,000 a month net take home, that's when you're ready to buy rental property. And let me tell you why. Because now you're making $240,000 a year, right? And if you don't take that money and go buy rental property, guess what? You would have to pay Uncle Sam a lot of money. 30 to 40%, correct? But if you're not there yet, and if you're not there yet, and you take the money, let's just say that your business pumping you out 10K, and you take that money, dude, and go buy rental property, what you're doing is you're suffocating your business. You're slowing down your business growth. From that business, dude, you want to take this business to like 1 million or 10 million or whatever, and every single time when you pull the cash out of that business, you're suffocating it. You're slowing your business down. Because, dude, just like a car, right? It needs gas, dude, for it to go. And what you're doing is that you're taking all the gas, you're taking all the money out of that business, so you're suffocating it. You're slowing it down. Make sense? Because, dude, that business, dude, you need to put the money in marketing, in hiring people, in team, in systems. You need to go to mastermind. You need to go to network, right? So all that money, if you take it out, you go buy rental property, and that rental gives you $250 a month. That is what a lot of you are doing. So you're not smart. Make sense? Because you're worried about, oh man, well, you know, it's making 10,000. I'm worried about paying Uncle Sam. Dude, you're just not ready. Dump it back into building that business. Just continue to grow that business. Okay, so that's what you guys need to do. Focus on that. Okay, so let me take any question you guys got, because a lot of you are playing the game all wrong, and it really, really slow you down. What if I only make 42K a month? Dude, the average income in America is $56,000. The reason you're making $40,000 a month, I'm going to simply say it. You're just lazy, dude. You either one, there's no way you're just lazy or you're comfortable. Those are the only two words. Because the average income in America is $56,000, and you're making less. You're making below the average income. One, you're lazy, and let me explain this. Why I say that. You're lazy because you're not searching for other opportunity. You go home, you're like 42, I'm comfortable, right? And on the weekend, you Netflix and chill. Dude, people that are doing Uber part-time makes more than you. Uber, I'm talking about Uber, Lyft, Instacart too. You can do that part-time and probably make 40K a year. Because if you're not lazy, you would have been like, damn, dude, if I make 42, how can I make another 42? Doing something on the part-time. So you start to think, and then you start to seek for opportunity, but you don't, because you're lazy. Like, dude, you can't get rich by being lazy, my friend. Me and Lon are out there hustling on the weekend. What do you do? Ask yourself this question. If millionaires are out there hustling on the weekend, making more millions, what are you doing? You're making 50K, 100K, but you're not hustling. And you see, there's nothing wrong with like, Khang, I'm good with 100K. That's cool. I understand that. Nobody needs to make millions of dollars. I understand. But don't complain, right? If you're making 100K a year and you're like, Khang, I'm cool. I'm chilling, and I want to buy, one rental property a year. That's cool. I'm fine with that. But don't complain. Ah, man, I make 100K, but I want to make $1 million. Well, what do you do? What do you spend your time doing? Majority of you spend more time on the phone, BSing, bullshitting with people instead of actually calling seller. You spend hours talking to people that you know don't add any value to you versus calling strangers that you can make 20 to 25K with one phone call. Am I right or am I wrong? I got to shut off Instagram. Am I right or am I wrong? Guilty or not guilty? Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eye, dude, and tell me you're guilty or not guilty. Dude, Lon and I did not become a millionaire at 32. I'm 40 now. Okay, I'm 40, dude. Just turned 40. But I can tell you, dude, I feel like my energy, dude, feel like when I was 21. Dude, At 32, Lon and I already wake up to do whatever we want, whenever, wherever, and with whoever the F we want already. Dude, at 32, dude, I now spend the rest of my life doing whatever the F I want. Anything else I make, dude, is just cherry on top. But Lon and I, we want to continue growing. If you don't grow, you're dying, you know. So Lon and I are out there just continue to grow. But I don't get stressed out if I don't hit a certain target. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, my goal right now is I want to do 1 million a month. Right now, we're at about 350 a month. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I mean, I kind of have an idea on how I'm going to get there, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a freaking grind. But I'm not going to get upset if I don't hit it. Does that make sense? Because to me right now, everything else is just cherry on top. The journey becomes much more fun to Lon and I. So Lon and I, let me tell you a quick story. So Lon and I we just went to LA in California. And dude, LA is getting crazy. Dude, I honestly don't know who will live in San Francisco and Los Angeles. Dude, like, so I was getting on an Uber, and the Uber guy told me that literally people are going into store and taking a bunch of merchandise. As long as it's less than $1,000, the cop won't do anything to you. Come on, man. Shit, bro. In my country, dude, they wouldn't even wait for the cop to come. So even the security guard, they're not allowed to run after them, chase them down, hit them, right? Because it's all insurance, liability. Dude, in my country, dude, they don't even need to wait for the cop to come. You would have been gone. But honestly, dude, like the homeless situation, I don't want to get into that, but it's just insane. And Seattle is getting so bad. So bad. I don't know why people live in dude, the traffic is bad. The real estate, the housing is still very expensive. People get breaking into the car like during daytime. And the cops doesn't even do anything. So it's getting to, and dude, okay. Now we're talking about real estate. The rental law, like how much power they're giving to the renter. Dude, do not buy rental. Do not become a landlord in California. It's just going to be a nightmare. They're giving so much power to the renter. It's insane. And they take 50% in tax. 50%, dude. Could you imagine? I honestly don't know how people can actually live in those areas. It's crazy to me. Mind-blowing. Okay, let's talk about... Okay, so back to the story. This got to be about 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, you know how Lon and I, we had a little kiosk in the mall selling hair extensions. That was kind of like our first business. Did you know that Lon and I would sleep in the car? We catch a very early flight. We'll sleep in a car. And we'll fly to LA to go to this convention, get the things that we need, right? Get all the product that we need, and fly back the same day. It was exhausting. Because Lon and I was just trying to save money. We didn't want to spend the $60, right, for the hotel. And we would just try and save money left and right. And that's just what it takes, right? Because that's where we are at in our life. Every dollar counts because every dollar could have gone towards our business, growing it, building it, getting the merchandise. But now, when we go, Lon and I are flying first class, sleep in the nicest hotel, wake up whenever we want. The convention started at 9. We'll be there at 11. Lon and I, we went out, we eat, we just enjoy and just go to convention later. And Lon was able to find the things that she needs, and she's going to launch her makeup product. Dude, I am so proud of Lon. And I know when I, start posting about helping Lon, selling her hair straighteners, her makeup, dude, trust me, I get called names so much. Saying I'm gay, saying all kinds of names, but I don't care. When you decided to put yourself on social media, the number one thing is you must not care about what people say about you. The biggest thing is you need to know who you are and where you came from, period. If you know that, nobody can offend you. Nobody can say anything that will upset you. And you do not let anybody just comment something to ruin your day. So I didn't care. When I go live, they call me a bunch of names. I don't care about their opinion. You know what I care about? Is being the best partner, the best husband that I can be, is to support Lon in whatever it is that she wants to do. Because a lot of you don't know the story Lon and I, man. So Lon and I met when we were 18. She was my first. I was her first. And I was dead broke. And Lon let me borrow $20 for gas. Because I told Lon, I say, well, Lon, I need some money for gas. It was embarrassing, but I told Lon, I say, you either give me $20 for gas, I'll borrow the $20, I'll pay you back, or we're going to walk home. And to me, man, when you find someone that's willing to stick around during your low time, the one that's going to ride and die with you through all the good time and the bad time. And, you know, at the end of the day, dude, the people that comment, the people that say things about you, it's not the one who you sleep next to. Then why the F would you care? I want to see Lon happy. Dude, I threw my ego a long time ago. I don't care about my ego. I don't care about judgment. I don't care about none of that. Because I know some guy, some husband, they get on camera, like they want to be like the man, like, you know, and then the wife says something, they're like, oh, no, like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm not that. That's when you know who you truly are. When you know who you are, my friend, you can care less about what people say. The only reason why someone would offend you is because you already insecure about that certain topic. The end. Just think about it. Let's just say if you have black hair, and I say, dude, look at your nasty blue hair. You will look at me to be like, dude, do you need glasses or what's going on, right? You wouldn't care because you know your hair is black. But if I say, dude, your hair is black, but then it's turning gray, you're getting older, and if you're already insecure about that, then I promise you, that will offend you. I hope that makes sense, man. But anyways, I'm really excited for Lon, and I think as a partner, whether you're a husband or wife, as a partner, you should support your partner in whatever that they're doing, right? And you should let other people dictate on whatever it is, man. Now, I do want to let you all know that Lon and I don't have the perfect relationship. We're not one of those like Instagram relationship where you be like, oh my God, it's so perfect, I want to be like them. Don't, dude. Lon and I still fight all the time over little stupid things, all the time. Definitely, dude, our Lon and I relationship is far from perfect. That's why when Lon and I, this one time Lon and I did like kind of a meetup, and we literally just got in a fight right there. Lon didn't want to wait until we get back home. That's reality. If you were our real friend, close friend and family, you're going to see our drama, dude. It's just going to blow up right there. There's nothing to hide. I don't have to put up this image about being perfect. And that's why I think that the people who put up their perfect relationship on social media dude, those relationships are the most vulnerable. Like anything happens, boom, breaks. You know why? Because they have to live up to that perfect, right, image that they put out. Dude, that's a lot of work. So when you go out in the street, you got to hold hands. You got to kiss. Like Lon and I gave Lon some Valentine gift, and she went, boom, high five. And dude, people were like calling Lon's name on social media. Lon obviously doesn't care. And I want to tell you guys this, that with the Asian culture, it's very different like American culture. When I grew up, man, I never see my parents kiss, hold hands, hug each other in public. It's just a no-no. That's why when you date an Asian girl and when you go to their family, dude, their parents, don't be touchy. Don't be touchy, dude. To them, it's a disrespect to them and their daughter that you're doing that. Seriously. So typically, Lon and I, like, rare. It's really rare that we hold hands in public or we kiss in public. you know, whether it's on a cheek or on the lips. It's really, really rare. And that's like the culture different that a lot of people don't know. But I don't blame them. Flo and I did like a high five. Boom. So anyways, let's go on to some questions that you guys got. Drop in the chat and let me know. But, you know, typically you guys will see a lot of like my short video. So you kind of don't see how like kind of like how I think and how, you know, the culture and all of that. So hopefully, you know, in this little video here, you get to know me just a little bit more. Hopefully not too much more. All right. What kind of question you guys got? Drop in the chat, baby. Let's go. I need to get another one of this. So if you have a question you want to ask, put in your phone number. I can call you, bring you on the live. What do you think about fire damaged property? Dude, fire damaged property is a gold mine. And let me tell you why, but they're hard to find, right? They're hard to find because now they're hard to find, but it is a gold mine. I think I've done about three fire damaged property, and all of them have made me over 50K. And let me tell you why fire damage is such a good such a good list to target, just because the people that owns it, they already got their money from the insurance. So anything they make, it's just cherry on top. So imagine you already got all the money on the property. Anything you sell, man, just cherry on top. So they're willing to take whatever they can. $50, 50,000 is 50,000. 100,000, damn, I just got an extra 100G, right? So you can really negotiate with them and get that property under a steep discount. And majority of the fire damage, you got. If it's a tear down, then obviously you got to offer them like maybe even lower than the land value to really make the spread. But majority of fire damage that I deal with, they're not a tear down. You can actually gut the entire thing and rehab it. So which means now you offer them for like the land value, but the building is still there. And that's why you make such a big spread. Make sense? Because to them, it's a tear down because they don't know. Right? They don't know. They just think it's a tear down. So when you say, well, the tax assessed value of the land is 100,000, what if I give you that? And then it's a done deal. It's easy. All right, let's move on to the next one. Any other questions, man? MM said, teach me how to escape the matrix. Dude, I already did. Go back, rewatch the video. You want to escape the matrix? You want to escape the J-O, the B, dude? Is think about a business that you want to build, that you want to start, man. And then you want to commit the next 3 to 5 years of your life. That's how long it takes, dude. It takes 10,000 hours to master a certain skills. A business is not going to be built overnight. You're not going to build a successful business in 1 year. Just commit 3 to 5 years. And majority of you think 3 to 5 years is a long time. But you're willing to work at the J-O, the B until you're 65. Stupid. I'm sorry, man. But a lot of you, dude, you don't think. When I say, dude, build a business, commit 3 to 5 years. Oh, Khang, that's too long. That's too long. And I can almost guarantee 9 out of 10 of you, right? Dude, 9 out of 10 of you, dude, after 6 months, quit and then become a little bitch working at the J or the B until you're 65. I can almost guarantee that. You say, oh man, it's too hard, Khang. I haven't got any deal. But dude, what if you spend the next 6 months and got a deal that makes you 50K? But then you like, oh, okay, I'll work at the J or the B until I'm 65 because it's easier. Clock in, clock out, and getting paid. All right, man. Michelle said, this is my first time coming across your page, but what's the best website to use to wholesale? Michelle, let me give you everything. You ready? Well, first off, I want to say that I appreciate that you have come here. And if you haven't already, boom, smash that subscribe button. But let me share with you the website that I pull, the best website to pull any distressed property list nationwide. You ready? And let me tell you what's crazy about this website. Go to dealsformenow.com. It costs let me be upfront. Okay, it costs $97 a month. And if you can come up with $97 a month, dude, to potentially make $20,000 a month, dude, the best thing to do is just to stick with the JOB. If you can't come up with $97 a month, dude, to potentially pull a list, all right? So Michelle, if you just asked me, that's the website that I use, that I go there and pull tax lien, pre-foreclosure, tax delinquents, high equity absentee owner, vacant, like any list right there. And it's the same software that I use to pull all my cash buyer lists as well. Nationwide. Literally, boom. All the cash buyer you ever needed. Now, what's cool about the software compared to any other one is that they use AI they use AI to be able to detect, to see who is likely to sell their property in the next 90 days. So imagine if you're able to target these people 90 days in advance, before any investor know that they're going to get into a situation. 90 days. You are ahead of the other investor, 90 days. That is what's so powerful about this software compared to any other one that I have used before. And I have used a lot of software. Been in the game for 12 years, Michelle. Okay? And then, Michelle, obviously now that you got the list, the best skip tracing, Michelle, is skip and flip. That's the software that we just launched, Michelle. skipandflip.com. The most affordable and the most accurate when it comes to skip tracing and getting homeowner phone number. Some of you, you don't have good data. That's the most important thing, is being able to get good data and finding accurate phone number. That's it. And I'm giving you two of the most powerful software that you can do that with. Michelle, I hope that helps. Okay? That's awesome. Michelle, you're welcome, right? That, once again, it's $97 a month. If you can't come up with that, and a lot of you, in my opinion, you're either making money or you're making excuses. Because some of you be like, Khang, 97, that's a lot. Dude, look at something you can sell in the house. Did you know if you sign up for Uber, you just one Saturday, man, one Saturday, or just one weekend, you can come up with the $97, take the rest of the month off, use that, right, to skip trace, or sorry, to pull the list, skip trace, call the owner up, make an offer to potentially make you $20,000 a month. If you can't outweigh $100 to make $20K, then you just don't have the right mindset to win in this business. Period. I'm going to save you time, because some of you, you're not an entrepreneur. You're the wannabe-preneur. You just want to be. Because you think everybody out there, an entrepreneur, everybody you hear want to build business, it sounds so cool, but you just want to be. You don't have what it takes. I'm looking you straight in the eyes right now. Because some of you, you've been lying to yourself. You think you got what it takes, but you don't. You just talk a big game. I want this, I want that, I want to do this, I want to do that. What have you done? Ask yourself that. And once again, some of you be like, well, Khang, you're kind of mean. Dude, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. I grew up in a family, dude. When I get in trouble, it wasn't like, go to your room. Dude, it was like, bro, lay down, man. I grew up in a tough environment. And I think a lot of people, that's what they need. It's a wake-up call, a slap in the face, and say, dude, you've been comfortable for too long. You've been putting this on the easy mode for too long. Let me wake the F up. Let me wake the F up for you. You think that making $100,000 is a lot of money? You'd be like, oh man, I'm making $100K. I'm doing good, dude. This is how much I make in about a week and a half. Now I share that. It's not to brag. It's not to flex, but to show you that you're capable of doing way more. Because some of you need to hang out with people that are doing way more than you. Because if what you do in a year and you see some people that do that in a month, dude, that freaking inspires. That's gonna freaking motivate you. That lets the fire under your ass and said, man, I have so much potential. I can do so much more. And especially coming from a high school dropout. English is my second language. I suck at reading, suck at writing, suck at everything, geography, everything. And I can still do it. And when I say that, it's to give you the hope, the belief, the self-confidence within you that you too, my friend, can go out there and freaking crush it. Ah, man. Wholesale say, how much does your wholesaling business make a month? We do right around over 100,000. I would say between 120 to 140 a month, depending on the month. But I only work 1 hour. That's the best part. 1 hour a day on it. That's the real flex. Now, if I were to grind 13, 14 hours, if I were to do 8, 10 hours, I wouldn't have time for social media. I wouldn't have time to build my brand. I wouldn't have time to go on here and teach you. But it took me a long time to build my team, my systems, automations, and it's what allowed me to be able to do the things that I love, because I love doing this. I love teaching. I love creating content. I just love it. G Brown said, get Khang's book. It's the best. Get Khang's book. I appreciate it. Everybody that actually got the book, I'm telling you, dude, nothing but like, damn, Khang, because I literally cut out all the BS. I literally did. So I did. Now I want to make this straight. I hire a ghostwriter to write it, right? But I told him to cut out all the BS, get straight to the point, because you know your boy King Kong can't read and write shit. So my biggest thing, my biggest flex on this book is obviously you guys, right? Everybody that actually got the book got so much value and it helps them. That's number one. And for everyone who got them and like it, please do me a favor. If you can drop me a review on Amazon, it means the world. It truly means the world to me. And for me, it's like being able to go back to my high school, meet my teacher again. The teacher that told me, Khang, you were never going to master anything. You were never going to succeed in life. I want to come back in baby Rory, and I want to show her even a high school dropout can become bestseller on Amazon. Boom. And thanks to 4 million of you. I appreciate it. Okay. Now that's the real flex. I actually told my mom about the book, and she was like, damn, well. So for those of you who follow my story know that my mom, but I think 6 months ago, my mom has a stroke. So she does have dementia, and she also is a little delusional. So she will make up like a bunch of stories. But as far as her health, dude, God has blessed me, my family, my mom, way more than I can ever ask for. So she can eat, she can walk, she can do a lot of things, man. I literally did not expect her recovery to be so fast and so good. But yeah. And I appreciate each and every single one of you that pray for my mom during that time, because, dude, my Instagram story has never reached so many people. And my freaking DM was just blowing up with prayer. Dude, my Instagram story, like on a good day, it will get up to like 10,000 view. Dude, it got up to 80,000 view. Just my Instagram story. I didn't even put it on my main page. And when I did put it on my main page, it went freaking crazy. But my DM was blowing up of all the prayer for my mom. And I just got to say thank you to each and every single one of you that pray for my mom. And miracle do happen, and God is great. So whatever it is that you currently going through, and when I post that, people reach out and people, say, hey, call my mom or my dad or whoever it is, are going through the same thing to them, and all I can tell them that, just have faith, keep praying, and miracle do happen. Happens for me, and my family, and it can happen for you too. So whatever it is that you're going through right now in your life, and I just want to let you know that, everything will be okay. Whoops, what other questions I got here? Khang, do you know anyone from Canada doing wholesale in the US? I do. One of my, not from Canada, one of my student was from Israel, and he wholesale in the US. There's some paperwork and a bank account that you have to open, but I also have a friend that wholesale in Canada, and they did like, I think back in 2022, they did like 8 millions in Canada. So there are opportunity in Canada. So I would suggest that you go and find a local meetup or a local real estate area in Canada and start networking. But if you want to like live in Canada and wholesale in the US, I still think that it's a great idea. You just need to figure out what the process is needed. I think you need to open up a bank account here in the US. And I'm not sure, maybe that alone is good enough. I'm not sure if there's any other paperwork. But you need to have a bank account here in the US. And I know that there are also ways that you can also get a US address as well. What other question you guys got? Let me see here. What other question you guys got in here? Monty said, I've seen a video from 6 years ago. Like, damn, I could have started that long ago. You know, they said the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. The past is already the past, right? Don't dwell on it. But let me share something with you to wake you up right now. You know how many people that I told them to like, hey, just start your social media. I told one of my buddy 3 years ago, if he just go ahead and start his social media, right? And he never did. I said, dude, it's been 3 years. You could have got 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers. You could have already making money from social media. He said, I wish I would have started, Khang. So I'm telling you right now, and a lot of you maybe start wholesaling and you want to quit. You wish that you will never quit. Right? Because time is going to pass, man. 3 years from now, you'll be at a different place. Rhonda said expire listing. Yes. Rhonda, expire listing is a gold mine. And for those of you who don't know what expire listing is, dude, it's truly a gold mine. Expire listing is basically people that try to sell their property with a realtor, but for whatever reason, they can't sell it. And now you hit them and say, hey, they understand the whole, realtor commissions and all of that. And they're like, oh my God, all these fees. And you coming to them and say, hey, you don't have to pay all that. And they understand that. And they're willing to sell it as is. And typically with expire listing, they want the exact price that they listed, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago. So when I target expire listing, I don't target the expire listing that's happening, 3 years ago. That's when real estate market was hot. Dude, you got to go back like 8 to 10 years ago. Hit up those people. Because 8 to 10 years ago, dude, that probably said 100,000. That's what they listed. Now it's probably worth like 300,000. And they want that price. Because most people don't know how much real estate has appreciated. Even if they want more, typically they ask for like 10% more. You still win. So when you negotiate with them, you negotiate with them on the price that they listed way, way long time ago. Make sense? Okay, what other question you guys got? What other questions? Okay, let me see. Let me try to go up and see. Dude, there's a lot of questions. I'm just a slow reader. But let me do this. Who wants to jump on a quick call? Maybe you have a question you want to ask me personally. Oh, okay, so I have a meeting in about 30 minutes, but I'm going to be done soon. Yes, I'm reading that thing. Okay, good. CEO said, us Photoshop to delete Washington and dad and add what? Us Photoshop to delete. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But what other question you guys got? Anybody has any other questions that they want to ask? Or maybe you want to punch in your phone number. I'd love to bring you on the line. If you have any question you want to ask me. It could be for real estate. It could be about entrepreneur. It could be about your current business. It could be about where you're at and maybe where you want it to go. And it doesn't have to be in real estate. I really like what Dave Ramsey is doing is honestly what I would like to do, but more on like the entrepreneur side. Like I get people called in and they'll be like, hey, Khang, here's where I'm at with my life. Here's how much money I got. Here's where I want it to be. How can I get there? And I want to give you the blueprint. I'll give you the map. I'll tell you my opinion, what I would do if I were you. Because I promise you, dude, I started from the bottom. Now, I can only help you going from 0, I want to make sure, to $1 million. Okay? Even though right now we're doing about, I'll say, what, 3 to 4 million a year? But I don't want to do that. I can show you to go from 0 to $1 million. Because I can only show you where I've been. So if you're a guy that already make $1 million and now you want to go like 10 million, I'm probably not your guy. I mean, I'm probably not your guy because I haven't got to 10 million, so I can't show you how to get there. So I want to be real, right? I want to be real. Janara said, Khang, how do I put in my phone number in the text? So type it out, dude. Type it out. So if it's a 3, put in THREE. Because that's what I love. I love to be able to help you in that way. And it could be life. It could be real estate. It could be like, hey, I got a property, or it could be anything, man. It could be your whole other business. Maybe some other business that you're doing. So Gerardo, dude, type in your phone number. So you have to type it out, man. Like if it's a 3, THREE. If it's a 9, NINE. Because if you punch in like number like numeral, YouTube will block it, so I won't be able to get you. Gabriel said, did you deal with self-doubt, if any? Oh, hell to the yeah, bro. Dude, hell yeah, dude. You see, you got to understand that when you're here and you try to go to a place where you've never been, dude, you will have you will have self-doubt. You will, dude, because you've never been there. How can you like, oh, I'm going to guarantee I'm going to get there. Anybody that tells you that, it's kind of like bullshit, bro. It's kind of like BS. Okay, dude. So for me, yes. So let me show you 6 months into my wholesaling, right? So this is 12 years ago when I started getting into real estate. 6 months in, dude, I couldn't even close my first deal. And Lon and I would walk around our neighborhood, and there were many times where I just like, man, I don't know, man. There were many times. It happens all the time, dude. It keeps on popping up and up again, like, oh, Khang, you just quit. You already making decent money. You know, just be comfortable, just settle. Why want more? Like, you have all these talks that comes up, dude. Like I was having battle with myself. And maybe some of you can relate. One person will say, go for it, Khang. Like, dude, this is the life. It's going to be great. Keep pushing. It's going to be hard, right? And then there's one like, yeah, you know, it's not worth it, Khang. You know, like, money doesn't buy you happiness. Like, you know, just be comfortable. You're good now. You're doing better than majority of the people. Just stay. It's just too hard. You know, like all of these talks. 6 months in, man, there's many times I wanted to quit. I was like, this is just too much for me. Right? You wake up every day, you're still paying the same bills, you're still doing the same shit, and nothing happens. Like the first month, let me share with you. The first month, the first 2 months, I'm excited because you're learning a lot of things. You're motivated, right? You're learning a lot of things, and it seemed like so basically you're seeing the growth. You're seeing that you're growing. And then you're gonna get to the point you're doing the same shit over and over and over and over again, but you're not seeing results. It's almost like going to the gym and you're just but you're not seeing you lose weight. Right? Your weight's staying the same. Make sense? So for me, dude, 6 months in, I was calling, I was doing everything I can, but I haven't got a deal. But let me tell you the reason why I did not quit. This is the reason why. And this is why your why, bro, has to be so strong, man. That's why I didn't quit, dude. It's the wifey. I didn't want to let her down. We invested too much money and too much time. I said, I cannot quit right now. And I would listen to motivation. Dude, the time that you want to quit the most is when you're so close to reaching the other side, the winning side. Dude, I said, I'm just so close. I'm so close. When you feel like you're so close that you can taste it. And I said, dude, this is what I want to do. I want to succeed at this. And I keep on telling myself, quitter never wins. Winners, we don't quit. Because if you quit, you'll be a little bitch. Because you'll be stuck at the J.O. the B for the rest of your life, man. You'll be living the life of mediocre. Just like the rest. Do you want to be like the rest, Khang? F no. And the thing is that, dude, I outweigh the income, right? So you got to outweigh it, man. So whatever you're going for, dude, the stars, right? The target that you're going for, dude, got to be worth way more than the sacrifice, dude, that you're giving up right now. The party, the clubbing, the time hanging out with families, the vacation trips, the eating out. Because maybe you have to save all that money. So, dude, the reward has to be so, like you want it so bad more than what you have to give up today. The sacrifice you have to make today. The reward. I said, dude, I want to be the guy that roll around in a nice car. I want to live in a nice house. I want to be free. I want to wake up to do whatever I want. And if I continue with the same path, I'm not going to get any of that. And I said, this is the only way, which is wholesaling, for me to get there. And it doesn't matter what business else you start. It's all going to be the exact same shit. That's why you got to stick with one. Let me say this so you understand. Because this is what happened to most people. And the reason I say this, because I can relate. So when you decided, you're like, hey, I want to do this one thing, whatever that business is, right? Your first month, dude, your first 1 or 2 months, you're going to feel great. You're learning a lot of shit. And you're doing the same shit again, and you don't see a growth. And that's when you want to give up. And then all of a sudden, you saw another shiny object, right? You saw another business that you think is going to be easier. You think it's going to be easier to get there. And then you go through the same shit again. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Dude, I've done the same shit as you. I still haven't got shit figured out. Nobody have everything figured out because they're always trying to grow and get to the next level. And when you trying to get to where you've never been, you're not going to have everything figured out. Like Lon, when she went to this salon, she's never launched makeup before. So she went to this convention. She was like, oh, I'm kind of lost. I don't know what to do. Well, I said, Lon, like, what is it you want to do? Like, eyeshadow? Okay, well, let's go find somebody to start with the eyeshadow. And then things just start to happen. Like all of a sudden, like some dude to show up that follow me on Instagram that has a manufacturer. Dude, if I tell you guys the story, like look at me, I have goosebumps. It'll be wild. Who wants to hear like I don't know if I have the time. Who wants to hear like the most recent story? This is what happened. And then what my past story that lead me to where I am today. And if I share this story, all of you can relate to this. Because we all went through the same path. And when I share this with you, you're going to have more of that belief and that confidence that things are going to start happening for you. Okay? And I'm telling you, it's the same shit. So that's why you just pick one thing, and just stick with it. You just got to put in the action. Share it, please. Okay, you want to hear it? Okay, let me share this with you. So Lon, she wants to start building her brand. So let me share the most recent story with. So yes, because it's so fresh, so clear. So Lon, right? She booked a plane ticket, and all of a sudden this just happened out of nowhere, right? And then Lon's like, all of a sudden she come across something where she booked a ticket to LA to this convention, okay? And this convention is all about makeup. But she did not know that this convention was all about supplier and manufacturer. So they actually make the product for you and the packaging. So it's the supplier and the manufacturer. So when she was there, she thought about, like her whole thing was so opposite. She thought that she goes there, she find a makeup company and she just work with them, right? And then she private label, right? And have them private label her product, but it was totally different. So she went in there and the first half of the day, she was confused. She said, Khang, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I think I might be in the wrong spot. But she's like, since I'm here anyway, let's try to go. And then she's just going from one booth to hundreds of booths. Dude, it was big. And it was just one after another. And we're just going. I said, Lon, this would be really good for your content anyway. So I was just recording Lon for her content. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, dude, out of nowhere, this guy, his name is Danu. Danu came out of nowhere and said, Khang, oh my God, dude, I follow you on Instagram. And then we started to talk. And he said, Khang, my company, so he works for a company that manufactures freaking makeup. I cannot name, because I promised him already, I cannot name, dude, some of the most biggest makeup company that you know out there, use them. I can't name any. I said, Lon, I don't know, this might be it. And anyways, so he started to name off some company, right? So, and then he told Lon, he said, hey, why don't you come out to my manufacturer? And for those of you, if you want to see the whole story, go to Lon Instagram. So it'll be at, because Lon posted on her store, Lon posted on her page. So go to her. And this is for those of you who, if you want to sell physical product, I got an opportunity for you. I don't know. I don't want to pitch it, but go to Lon, L-O-A-N, Lon, the bad ass. Dude, this is a long story. Okay, let me type it in here. Can someone type it in there for me, please? Just go to Lon, the badass. You will see anyways. So Daniel said, hey, why don't you come out to my manufacturer? The next day, Lon's like, and then Lon wasn't going to go. She's like waking up. She's asking me. She's like, Khang, should I go? I wish, dude, if we were to record the whole entire thing, you guys would be like, and Lon's like, should I go? I don't know. I was like, I don't know, Lon. I was like, whatever you want to do. I was like, you want to go? You don't want to? It's up to you, Lon. Yes, right there. I was like, it's up to you, Lon. And then finally, she made up her mind. It was an hour away. So we booked an Uber. We went out there, went through, saw his manufacturing, everything. And then the guy also hooked us up with who does the packaging. So we went back to the convention, link up with the company that does the packaging, all right, for his product, because he doesn't do packaging. So there's two companies that Lon's going to work with. And then now Lon is launching her own eyeshadow. It's going to cost her about $25K to launch her. Dude, let me do the story. So it's going to cost her $25,000 to launch this eyeshadow. Same thing now, Lon is getting her logo together. See, so what I'm sharing with you, you might not know the next step, but if you just take that leap of faith and just go and just do it, I promise you what's going to happen is that you're going to attract the thing, the people, the circumstances, the situation into your life that's going to take you to where you want it to be. But it has to be a desire. And what I mean by the desire is that you got to think about this day in, day out, all the time. It's on your head. And I promise you, the universe, the law of attraction, whatever you want to say it, dude, I'm getting into like a whole new freaking topic here. But it's crazy. I'm going to show you guys how to manifest anything you want into your life right now. Anything it is that you want. I don't have a desire to be a billionaire, so I will never going to be one. I don't have a desire to be a billionaire, right? But you can literally attract anything into your life, guys. Dude, but it has to be a desire, which means that's all you think about. I want to be a millionaire, like, okay. But then you got to take the action. You got to have the leaf, and you got to have the belief and the faith that whatever it is that you make a move, that it's going to happen for you, not against you. Whatever happens, it's going to help take you there, not hold you back. Because a lot of you are afraid. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong right now. Dude, I'm walking in your step right now. So I can totally relate, and I know. A lot of you, what's happening, what's holding you back from making the move because you're afraid that you will make the wrong move. Maybe that you're going to invest the money into my coach or whatever it is, but you're afraid. You're afraid that you might make the wrong move and you might lose the money. All right? Or not even the money, just making the wrong move or whatever it is. Might cost you financially. Well, back to the money. But what I'm telling you is staying in one place here is the worst move that you can make. Because you will never know the outcome. You will never know that if this move that you're going to make next would be the right one or the wrong one. Right? What if it's the right move? You have to believe it's the right move. Whether it's costing you money or not. But this move right here will lead you to this next one. And then it will lead you to this next one. And then also the people, the things are starting to come. And it's going to get you to your final destination, my friend. You just have to believe it. Because I don't have time to tell you about my real estate journey. That story, wild. Lon and I, Lon and I don't know anything about real estate. When Lon said, Khang, I want to get into real estate, right? I want to start fixing flip houses, dude, I freak out. I said, come on, man, shit, bro. I said, Lon, exactly what I said. I said, Lon, we don't know anything about real estate. I don't even know what house is going for. We have no construction background, no construction experience. Lon's brother said, dude, you guys shouldn't. He said, you guys know nothing. You guys don't know anybody. You have no connection, nothing. But Lon said, no, that's what I want to do. And I just say, okay, well, do it. Whatever Lon want to do, man. My whole thing is I want to go all in with her. Whatever it is she want to do, I'll make it happen. That's always been my attitude. Lon want to do that. Lon want to get that. I'll make it happen. I'll find a way. So, dude, when we get into real estate, we knew nothing. And all of a sudden, she came across a book. That book leads us to freaking, we pay 7 G's, dude, 7 G's to a 3-day real estate seminar. Didn't even know what the hell I was doing. But Lon just knew that she just know. She's like, well, that's the next move we're going to make. And then we pay 7 G's to this dude, you guys, $7,000 12 years ago. It's got to be close to 17K in today's money. Lon make that move. Went there for 3 days. All I learned was to pound the phone and call Craigslist. Is it worth the 7 G's? You ask me now? No. But at that moment, dude, that $7,000 lead us to another trip in Florida. All right? It leads us to another trip in Florida. And they were going to upsell. And then this trip in Florida, dude, this is where I end up meeting my mentor. And I pay him $25K, flew him out for 3 days. Still didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I just knew that it's time for me that I need a hands-on mentor. That's all I knew. I knew that I cannot continue to try to learn this myself. I've tried. It didn't work. And I said, Khang, I don't want to spend the next 6 months, the next year, just trying to figure this shit out. I already know I just can't do it alone. So I decided to spend the money, get a mentor, flew him out for 3 days. After he flew out, he told me exactly what I needed to do. You see, I have no problem of taking action and commit. I just need someone to tell me what to do, what to look for, and then I'll go do it. And then if I have a problem, I can call him, text him, and then he'll guide me, right? That's all I knew that I need. Pull the trigger through 3 days. This is when I bought my first fix and flip. And then I knew nothing about construction. Same thing, dude. I know no contractor. And then we started to Google some contractors. All of a sudden, one of Lon's friends said, hey, my dad is a contractor. I hire him as a general contractor. We did the first fix and flip. It went really, really well. Made $50,000 net after the commissions, realtor fee, all of that. I was pumped. I was like, fuck. I'm sorry to use the F-bomb, but dude, I was so excited, man. I was like, oh my God, Lon, we're going to make millions of dollars. We're going to be like, that's when Lon and I start to have this confidence now, right? To believe, dude, if we can do one and make 50K, we can do it again and again and again and again. I said, Lon's like, oh my God, dude. So guess what we spent the 50K? We made the $50,000. Dude, Guess what Lon and I did with the 50 G's? We didn't go buy a brand new car. Our lifestyle did not change. $50,000, dude. I took Lon out for a freaking expensive dinner. Didn't even like it. Lon and I like to eat pho, right? For those of you who know, we like Vietnamese food. Vietnamese, dude. Lon and I, when we go out to eat, dude, a Vietnamese costs us 30 to 40 bucks. So, and Lon and I decided to do something fancy. We went out to a freaking American restaurant. The bill comes out to 125 bucks. Lon and I feel like a badass motherfucker. We're like, oh yeah, dude, we made it. Dude, it was the restaurant that I never imagined myself coming back. And Lon and I, dude, we're back there spending $125. Just made 50K. We're like, well, I'm a pimp. I'm a pimp daddy now, baby. But anyways, that's just long story. I mean, yeah, long story short. But I gotta go, you guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here with me. And hopefully that throughout this, with me sharing my stories, truly hope that it gives you the confidence, the self-belief in yourself that you too can do this. There's nothing extraordinary about me. And there's nothing extraordinary about everybody that have achieved massive, right, success. The only thing that they did that's different than you is they took action and they commit. And they just never effing giving up. Until next time, you guys, take care. Let's go get this money. Appreciate you all.